And I got time for that. Hey, Facebook, what's going on, Facebook? I hope everybody is having a day as good as mine. Because I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm smelling good, all the goods. Y'all can't see what I see, but she's in the background and she's looking good, feeling good, and smelling good. All the goods as well. So we ain't going, like the pastor said, we ain't gonna belong the time tonight, okay? But I do want to give a couple little announcements. Deacon Karen's got a step in hand. Deacon Karen got some announcements. First and foremost, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be back on here on Sundays. Sundays are really my days that I like to be active on social media. It is the day that I like to have most of my conversations. It's the day that I cook. It's the day that I do my long, extended stretches. The day I would typically take a bath. Sunday just is one of those days. And the one thing I miss about Sundays is my intellectual stimulation when it comes to just listening to stories about other people's passions. So I'm excited to be back on Sundays for creative community conversations in the ATBA group. Let me make sure that it is on here. Yeah, I see my face. There I am. Just making sure. So if you have any comments, I want you to say, hey, if you come into the room, tell me where you're tuning in from, what city, what state, what continent, what region. Just let us know that you're here. And again, thank you for spending time with me tonight. Number two, Deacon Carey need to tell y'all is the Healing Summit is coming in December. It says last time I thought it was the third. It is actually the fourth annual Healing Summit coming up the first weekend of December, the first, second, and third. And it is going to be in the evening this year. It's usually in the afternoon. This year it's going to start at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So look out for more information on that. It is coming, and I'm excited to share it with everybody when they do, because we got an amazing lineup. My co-host is Ebony. She is an intuitive coach, energy coach. She's a Reiki practitioner. She has a very strong foundation on Clubhouse. So y'all check her out, Ebony Willis. If you're out there, tag yourself, drop your stuff, and tell everybody who you are. She's going to be my co-host um, for the Healing Summit. I was like, what is that? It was a notification from Facebook to tell me to go live. I remember it. I'm on time, y'all. You gotta, when you got different things going on and you got squirrel syndrome, set alarms everywhere. I have tons and tons of alarms set throughout my day. So we are gonna move right along with the evening. Again, if you're coming in, I want you to tag somebody, anybody, because I promise you, they will get something from this tonight. If you're coming in, I want you to share this. Share it anywhere, because I promise you, someone's going to need it. And if you are here, tag yourself. Just type your own name in to say, I'm here, I'm present, I'm aware, and I'm going to open my heart and I'm going to open my mind to whatever it is for me. And I'm going to remain open as the things that aren't for me just simply flows away. All right, can we do that tonight? Type in the comments. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can do that tonight. So that's what we're doing. So my guest is Tina Wolfe. I see you right now. I see you, Monique. I see y'all out there in the audience popping on. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to y'all's engagement tonight. This is an open community conversation. And what makes it so creative is you. We want to know what you're thinking too. It's not just about us. We're here to have open dialogue. And if anyone is interested in being a guest, it'll be January. I am completely full through the rest of this month. I'm completely full through November. Actually, December, I take that back. December may have 2 spots, maybe. But if you want to be a guest on this show, let me know. If you want to be advertised on this show for a small fee to keep us running and going, let me know. Because this is what we're here for. We're here to spread the love, spread the joy, but most importantly, spread community and what that feels like. All right. So what's going on, Lewinsky's in the house? That's my buddy from Myrtle Beach. That's my homie right there. Thank you for sliding through. All right. So y'all got me excited because I see y'all popping up. I see y'all popping up. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Yeah, hello, Monique. Yep, that's Nicole. What's going on? All right, y'all. So we about to get into it. We about to get into it. My guest's name is Tina Wolfe, and I'm just gonna read off a few things about her. But you'll get to know her. You'll get to know her. She is, I don't really want to read that. She is someone that I met through social media, but the energy that she exuded through the computer is what really drew me to her. I done had a million people read me. I done had a million people look at my palm. I done, speak word prophetic over my life. And a lot of the things that people are saying, I'm not discounting it because it was more than likely true. But just because someone gets a download about you doesn't mean there's a relationship between you and them. Sometimes it's just a word. But this lady, for some reason, we just kept in touch. And it became a relationship, and it's those things that grow over time like a flower. I don't get up and look at my flowers every day, but when I do see them, I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's growing good. And that's how I feel like every time I see Tina pop up. So I'm going to show y'all a little glimpse of what you are about to see today. Okay, we're going to be right.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl Tina Wolfe, bookatina.com. Boy, I was having my gospel power hour, and one of my favorite songs, I got so many, but one of my favorite songs came on, just reminding me, and I'm here to remind you, it's already done. Sometimes you have to see your way through the storm. Sometimes you have to trust the process that God has for you. When I was listening to Joel Osteen this morning, he was talking about that. Sometimes God has a plan laid out for you way before you're even born. Way before when you become what he said, King David, right? Way before, Ruth happened and helped him. I mean, all of this stuff always come into practice. So what I want you to do is remember that things that you pray, meditate, and ask for is already on the way. Trust the process. It's already done. If you think it's already done, it's done. If you feel it's already done, it's done. If you need a confirmation it's already done, this means right here, it's already done. That's the message of the day with my gospel power hour. I love you guys. Mwah! It's already done. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I'm talking about today. Welcome to Creative Community Conversations. Tina Wolfe, how you doing?
Girl, I'm still laughing. I'm gonna tell y'all what I told her. Oh, you gonna use me to attack me on this day today. So you gonna use me to attack me on this day today. Like,
Right.
have y'all ever been attacked by your own self? Have you ever been attacked by your own self? Because that's what this is.
This is what I have decided. When I come on here, let me put this little thing on here so y'all can hear, make sure y'all can hear me. When I come on here, I'm going to start putting videos of my guests together to introduce them in a creative way. So she was the first. So she had absolutely no idea that I was going to play that video. So when I played it right before we went live, she said, really? You going to use me to attack me? It was so good. So tell me more about that video. What was going on in that video? And how do you feel attacked?
Man, I feel attacked because and see it made a tear come to my eye. See, look. Before I went on vacation, I was living my life so very stressed.
Right.
And I went on vacation with my best friend. And when we got done with our vacation, my best friend said, why can't we just live our life like we already on vacation? Why can't it be that the things that we are manifesting, we know it's going to come to pass? He said, oh, we're going to know. I said, it's already done. He said, Dad.
Yeah.
Why are we living in worry And my definition of worry, y'all gonna hear me say my definition, because I
I
changed a
love it.
lot of stuff. Baby, I changed a lot of stuff. I have a whole class about it called My Magic Words, and we're gonna change things.
Oh, we're gonna get into it tonight. We're gonna get into it tonight. Yes, ma'am, indeed.
Cause baby, I said, to me, it's already done is a whole prayer.
Yeah.
And worry to me means I don't know the outcome. And I grew up with the saying, if you're going to worry, don't pray. If you're going to pray, don't worry. So
Right.
if you're going to pray about it, don't worry about the outcome. It's always going to be divine timing and divine collaboration. So if you're worrying about it, then you are not trusting the process, and you are not going to be able to go through the process. Hallelujah. You're not going to be able to see it through the storm. I say amen. And you are going to be sitting there in the rain instead of using your umbrella and say, I am covered. Hallelujah. You're going to be sitting there worried. On that day, I was like, after vacation, living my life like vacation.
Oh.
Living my life like vacation, baby, it's already done. And
It's
if
a
you are not
done
living
deal.
your life like it's vacation, then this is your message that, baby, it's already done.
It's already
Keep
done.
living life. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, wait, y'all. Listen, now I done said it once. If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Tag your friends. I said, tag your friends, because we're going to do Holy Spirit. Like, this is what it's all about. It ain't about all this cookie cutter stuff. We got to get real with ourselves. Like if I am saying, oh, be the person you want to become, and I'm over here sitting here like, oh, I got to go to work Monday. Oh, come on now. Come on now. We got to be real with our own selves. It is already done. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, wait.
But yeah, that's why I felt attacked today, because I was like, I ain't go out. I ain't made no money today. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's already done. It'll be there tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly
how you
right.
attack me with me.
Yeah. Look, it was already done. I guess because when I seen that video, I don't know why it stood out to me. I had all of Facebook to choose from. That's the one. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that bell is still ringing in that message, So I was just like, let me snatch that off Facebook and plug it in here and let it be what it is.
Let me hit this fan.
What's wrong with your lighting over there?
Whew, hitting that fan. It done got, my energy when the spirits start hitting me, baby, I start getting hot. I done used the internet flyer I'm like, let me just turn the fan on to quit, because pretty soon y'all gonna see me glistening. They say she glowing. Yeah, because of the sweat. Because it's hot. It's hot.
I always say that when I'm on here, my face gets so hot, and I push the ring light way back there, and I turn the thermostat down. Everybody who know me know I keep it at an 80. I'm a smooth 80 person.
I'm at 78.
I think that's where I'm at. Might be 79. I'm not sure. But y'all, we about to get into it right here.
Let's get it.
I see people. Thank you for tagging so many people. Tagging me. I hope they pop in. And when y'all do pop in, make sure you tag somebody too. Share it to the groups that you have permission to share it to, and that the message will be conducive and accepted. So, because we're going to be talking on a lot of things. We're going to be talking about a lot of definitions and a lot of chokeholds that people have on themselves that they put on themselves because of the definition they give to things and the meaning that they give to things. So before we go any further, we're going to play this little commercial sponsored by me. All right, so for y'all that don't know me, I can be a whole vibe. You know why I'm a whole vibe? Because there was a lot of years that I'll be who she wanted me to be. I'll be who he wanted me to be. I'll be who my mama wanted me to be. But I decided to just be me.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Tiffany Parra, visionary author, life coach, I wear a lot of hats. But anyhow, I want to talk to you about this awesome and amazing conference that we just recently had. Here in sunny Southern California in Rancho Cucamonga, I hosted the first annual Girl Powerhouse Network. For someone, as me as a host and as someone that has been the facilitator of this, it could be really stressful. But I will tell you, when Carrie got there and when she got in the room and started doing her thing, she really was able to bring some of that, ease to me. So if you are having an event and you just want somebody that's just absolutely magnificent, you are going to definitely want to check out Carrie Irene Crosby. Thank you so much. Happy conferences.
Hey.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to my
to
girl
you
Tiffany.
for making that
Woo!
video. Shout out to me for being so in love with what I do. So if y'all need me for any of those things, y'all hit me up. I am cracking up over here at Tammy. Tammy said she would die with the thermostat that high. Die. I look down and saw
Baby,
that
I'm
it
gonna
just
die if
tickled
I
me.
see that. I'm gonna die with that high light bill. So we just gonna have to cut the fan on. It is what it is. 'Cause
Yeah, right. That's gonna be already done. I ain't doing it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I put my heart into everything I do. So thank you so very much because you are complimenting my heart. All right. So we are going to move on with the topic tonight, which is rejection. Now, it's not going to be something that we completely set on, but we're going to take that and show you how, with that word, you don't have to feel icky about it. What is rejection to you? What truly is rejection? So before we move straight into that, can you just tell us a little bit about how your journey into settling into your gift?
in in 2015, I was going through one of the worst separation divorces of my life. Um, I wanted to stay in this marriage. It had been my fourth time being married, and I'm like, I'm tired of getting married over and over again. But I was also tired of having the same experiences, and so I decided I'm gonna pray to God. God, please help me to keep my husband, please, because that's what most of us, we want to stay in the relationship that we're in. We don't want to look for that person like all over again and go through this whole process. We rather stay with what's comfortable than to challenge ourselves and go with something that's unfamiliar. So throughout that process, um, I had two books that changed my life. One, The Love Dare. The Love Dare, it is a Christian based book, but what it taught me was how to love myself. I got the book so that I could learn how to save my marriage and ended up saving myself. How did I end up saving myself with this book? It taught me how to have a better relationship with myself and a better relationship with God. And what came out of that was better relationships with family, friends, co-workers. It didn't work out with that husband, but the future one is to come. I'll say that. So during that journey, I started researching things, and somebody said, "You look like you into that woo woo stuff." And I said, "What's the woo woo stuff?" You're like, the woo woo stuff. And I'm like,
Ooh.
"No, I don't know woo woo." And they said, like energy. I said, "Oh yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I want to learn more about energy. I want to meditate, and I want to do all that stuff." So I went to a metaphysical store for the first time in my life. I was invited to a meditation. Immediately after that, I found my friend slash mentor. Shout out to Frankie, which is actually a woman, but her name is Frankie. And she introduced me to crystals, and then it just grew from there.
Right.
Um, After a year and a half of waiting for this dude, but coming into myself, I finally got enough strength to leave.
But during that time, people were watching me on Facebook and they were
Right.
like, teach me. And I was like, teach you what? How much you charge? Charge for what? You teach. And so people just started saying, you're a coach. People just started giving me money. Here, donating, what they call it, a love offering. They started giving me,
Mhm.
what's your cash app? $sign book with
Matter of
Tina.
fact,
Bam.
matter of
You know,
fact, I don't play about mine.
fact.
I don't play about mine because she worth it. She worth it.
Fact. Thank you. And so they just started giving me money and started giving me titles. Some people called me an intimacy coach. Some people called me a coach. Some people call me guru. I'm like, I don't care what you call me as long as it's respectful and it's going to help you along your journey. And so that's how I got to where I am today.
Very nice. I like that. And I hear the story and it sounds like, it's a smooth transition, but we all know the roads. Ooh, we know the roads to becoming open about how spiritual you've always felt, and trying to articulate it to people and in a way that they can digest it. I was just having this conversation with someone the other day. I can't remember who it was. Probably Monique. It was probably Monique. But I was just saying how like sometimes or maybe it was Kuhani. I'm not sure. But sometimes when you have to give something to someone, and we talk about sugarcoating or watering it down, you don't necessarily have to do that, but sometimes you can articulate yourself better so that you can understand them better, so that you can communicate with more people and help more people to get on that path to their own self-discovery by what the words you use, how you articulate, what your definitions are. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about tonight. So when I came to you with the invitation to come and share with me and share with my audience, y'all, it's for me a lot, right? Okay. So let's be real.
Ditto when I bring people along. Ditto when I bring people on.
Right, you know what I mean? I want to be fed. That is what I was saying in the beginning. What I miss about Sundays, I miss being fed. So when you said brought up the word rejection, of course, I have a very recent breakup that was very abrupt. So, I've sat with that word for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen if that's okay. What the actual definition of rejection is. And this is just from google.com. And it's a noun that says the dismissing or refusing of a proposal, idea, etc. It's like the dismissing of that. Like if someone or something comes up, it's just like, I just dismiss of that. Turn that aside. And a lot of times when we think about the word rejection, we do think in terms of relationship. We think of a lot of times or a job that we really wanted and didn't get. We typically put it in terms of something we really want, regardless of what it is that we just didn't get. And we didn't get it because they didn't want us, right? So when you brought up rejection, what prompted for that to be the topic tonight?
Going back to 2015, my then husband was like, we're just not on the same page. We're just not on the same page. And I was like, but we're married. Is we just hitting a bump in the road? We had been married for 7 years. And so after 7 years of being with somebody, that next monster comes in denial.
Yeah.
Denial. We've been
Yeah.
together a long time, man. No, I can be who you want me to be. I recently told someone, I said, I didn't realize that by hearing your story, I saw myself, and I feel bad for that young lady because I used to be her. Because I basically gave him an ultimatum to give me an ultimatum to tell me
Mm.
what to do to stay with him. That was
Oh,
ultimate.
wait.
I'm gonna say it again because it might be confusing. So
Please say that again.
slow
Oh,
down.
wait.
I told him, I gave him the ultimatum to give me the ultimatum to tell me what to do to stay with him. Now,
Mm.
When
Mm-mm-mm.
I heard this young lady had done that, what popped into my head, I further got attacked after that. And I said to the young man, this is, if I could talk to her, this is what I would say. When did you start loving him more than you love yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep.
gonna say it again. I feel like I'm in
Say
church.
it again for the people in the back. Uh-oh.
What they say? Uh-oh. Are we back?
Oh, you
Okay.
good. You good. Go ahead.
For the people in the black, like I like to say,
In the
right?
back.
The people in the black, meaning the people that are in the dark. They need
Yep.
that beacon of light. I'm here for the people in the black.
Yep.
When did you start loving him more than you love yourself?
Right.
You are not accepting rejection. That definition you had up there, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
went back to the 2015 version of me that was seeing that definition that you have posted up there. Can you read it for me one more time? Because
Yes. The dismissing or refusing of a proposal, idea, etc. Insert person, you.
yes. So with having that definition, that is not helping me to heal. It's not helping me to get out of that place.
Right.
So I'm gonna jump around for a second. Fast forward to 2018, because see, after I healed myself real good, I don't know if y'all ever did this, but I healed myself real good. 2016, I divorced. I was looking good. I was feeling good. I was smelling good. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? And jump right back into another toxic relationship, because that's what you do. That's what you do. That is exactly what you do. I know a lot of y'all are not like me, and that's okay. But me, let's just get right back in there. So,
That's it.
so in 2018,
That's good.
I said, enough, enough. I went through severe heartbreak trauma all over again because I did not learn how to accept rejection. I looked up Google just like you did, and that didn't work. I said, well, let me look it up in a different dictionary. And then I said, you know what? Let me look up the psychology of. And I watched these videos and I kept watching everything till something clicked. And then I created my own new definition, one that inspires growth, that inspires healing, that inspires acceptance. Someone or something that has been dismissed
Come
due
on.
to not meeting standards. Now, let me tell you why my new definition helped me, okay? I said, wait a minute. The reason why it's hard for me to accept is because I'm trying to please their standards and I don't know what mine are.
Come on.
Now, if I
Mm.
create this list of standards, right? Because you hear your whole life, baby, you got to create what you want. Write down a list of what you want. Screw that list. He look good. The eggplant is good.
The
The mouthpiece
eggplant.
is good. It's all good. So because it's all good and you talking, giving me orgasms in the right way, baby, it's already done. I don't even know nothing about you. Oh, you got a ton of kids? Who cares? Oh, you're a cheater? So what? You don't want to come home? Okay. I mean,
But you're so right. You're so right. You are so right. So right.
no, no standards.
Yeah.
No standards.
Hmm. Come home.
So what happens when you don't heal yourself completely?
Hmm.
You're gonna repeat, because how about I've been, and I tell this to everybody, I've been married 4 times, I've been in 3 long-term relationships. I am grateful for every experience I ever had, because without them I would not be who I am today. But baby, let me tell you,
Hmm.
that last one, I said, I got to, you know those timelines that they have in school? You create a timeline for history. I created a timeline with all 7 of them men. I sure did. And I said, what is the one thing that all these men have in common besides cheating? What is the one thing that all these men have in common? They don't know each other. This gonna hurt some of y'all because it hurt my feelings too.
Oh.
Me.
Oh.
The common denominator. The common denominator. So I started going through and I said, well, you know, let me do, Mama always taught me back in the day, do a list of pros and a list of cons. So I listed all the pros. I tried not to list a whole bunch of cons because I wanted to go back to some of these toxic.
You want to go see one more time?
That's what you do. When you try to make the pro list longer than the con list, you try to cheat because he rubbed my pinky toe, you know, it's stuff that don't even matter. He bought soap that day, you know, trying to make it longer than the con list.
Right.
But what I noticed, go ahead.
No, I said he bought soap that day.
He bought soap that day. Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm looking at the con list for each man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I keep picking the same con every time.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I need to make a list. That's when I started creating a list. Now, the pros that I like, I listed those because I like that part, but I don't like this part over here. So once I did my research and I did all these things, y'all think this little definition was easy to come by. Baby, that took me about 6-7 months.
Yeah.
That working on that one word. Once I had my list of standards, I got back on the dating app because, you know, one way to get over somebody is to get what?
Under somebody else.
Get under somebody else. Baby, I hit up Tinder. I hit up Bumble. I was so desperate. I hit up Plenty of Fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Zoop. I didn't even know Zoop. Whatever, Zoop.
Oh my God.
But what I did, some people like them dating apps ain't nothing. Yes, they are, because here's where you get your practice, right? Even a basketball player goes to the gym before the game, right?
Yep.
So I went on the app and I practiced the standard. When I saw the standard was not being met, I cut it off.
Right. Yep. Immediately.
Cut it off. Because now I have a standard to go by, right? Or if I didn't meet their standard, I would tell them, oh, I don't meet your standard. But see, they was the old version of me, because you will be, once you heal something, you're going to be challenged with the old version of yourself. I tell people, hallelujah, shalom, I am, I was, and I'm about to be. I'm going to say it again. I am, I was, or I'm about to be. And sometimes I say I am was, you know, because it's still working on it. I throw a little percentage out there. You know, I 80% am, meaning I'm almost at that 20%. I still gotta,
got a little was in you. Got a little was.
I got a little wasn't in there. You know what I'm saying? So when you're going through that was part, you're going to be reintroduced to yourself. You're going to be challenged to see, have you really changed, or do you still need to tweak just a little bit more of what you had? So now that I have my list of standards, or some people lately, I'm gonna add. Some people are like requirements, baby. Whatever floats your boat. Standard, requirement, whatever it is, right? So now when rejection comes into play, does it mean I can't get disappointed? That's not what I can still get disappointed a little bit. I can still get disappointed. Oh, okay. Then you can still
down there. I'm like, what?
but it never, you don't think that this always was quick for me. This took time. This took time. So now I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? If we are not in alignment, that's my new thing. Even my friends, even my good friends, if I am not in alignment with the space that you're in, you have my permission and I have their permission to say, you know what? I'm gonna take a little space, a little break. When we're in alignment, I'll be back. Because I don't want to stunt my friends' growth. They don't want to stunt my growth. And yeah, your girl is single, so if y'all got some nice, you know, little, but with new husband, because I do believe in love, but he getting a bomb version right now. Because baby, I've talked to some of my exes because I went back. I said, okay, so now that we're not together, I need to ask you some real questions. I'm gonna hit the mute button because I want to hear your answer.
Because I know I'm gonna have something to say.
But surprisingly, but I took that information because it's good to take in that information. It doesn't mean that, like, when I'm taking that information from them, it doesn't mean that I have to change and be that person.
Right.
But
Right.
if I'm carrying a energy that is attracting them, I need to know what that is. Then
Yeah.
I told them to give them the pros and the cons of being with me. And
Mm-hmm.
they did. And so the fact that I was listening to them, even though they didn't know I had the mute button on, but even though I listened to them, I started creating a safe space. All this went on in 2018. I started creating safe spaces for men. And that's what I was doing wrong. I was trying to tell them what to do. I was creating a fantasy in my head. Okay, now you're gonna be my husband. This is how it's gonna work. I need you to do this, 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 and this. And I'm driving these men crazy. Instead of observing my list of standards, seeing if they fit those standards, and if they didn't, we sit down, we talk, we compromise. Compromise, my definition of compromise does not mean sacrificing your happiness. It means an agreement between all parties.
Right.
If it's not an agreement between all parties, then that means the rejection is in place.
Right.
Standards are not being met, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
that means we either gonna agree to disagree or we gonna cut it,
Never.
right?
Cut it, cut it, cut it. Exactly. So
Cut it.
look.
So now, after talking with my exes, seeing what it is that's in me that I no longer want in me, listening to them, I like this. No, we're not getting back together. I was just, dang, I
No,
should have
no.
stayed with you longer. I tried to tell you, but you know what? I'm glad you didn't, because if I would have stayed with you, I wouldn't be me right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you're going through rejection, what they say, rejection, I forget how the whole thing goes, but basically rejection is for your protection.
Mm-hmm. And I like how you were talking about that list of things, because it's not so much for you to, well, this is where I got from anyway. It's not, you don't create that list so much for you to make somebody do what's on the list. You create the list so you can identify if they're doing it or not without you telling them, because you don't want to spend the rest of your life trying to make somebody do something that's on your list. If it's not on their list, that's their business.
Because you want me to be who you want me to be is
Right.
making you miserable.
Right.
Do I need
Right.
to say that for the people in the black? Are we good?
In the black.
Carrie gonna be like, for the people in the black. They gonna be like, what the hell she
That's
talking
my
about?
new thing now. That's the new one. That's that new one.
No, that's for the people that's in the dark. That's why I
Yeah.
said for the people in the black. You want me to be who you want me to be, and that's why you are miserable. Because if you notice, people that want you to be who they spend more time formulating who you should be than fixing themselves, and they
Yeah.
making themselves miserable, and you still go out there and do whatever it is that you want to do that's making you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
I
what
don't like that.
misalignment feels like. That's why they're miserable. It's a feeling of misalignment that they have, because they're getting further and further away from their own makeup because they're too focused on your makeup and my makeup and their makeup. I feel like that's a lot of what a lot of stress that parents have. And I'm not a parent, so this is obviously just my opinion. But
Yep.
parents just innately focus so much more on their children than they do themselves. And I believe just from spiritual practice alone that if those parents could find a way to spend less time on their kids and more time on themselves, that is the most powerful thing they can do for their children, is to set that standard of what self responsibility is about, so that they can mimic that responsibility, that inner strength that it takes to make decisions and to operate in the world and to communicate with people. So I love this. I love this. Because who has a longer list of standards than parents? Let's be real.
Man, and it's you're wanting me to be who you want me to be, and that's why you're miserable.
Yeah,
You couldn't play basketball, but because I'm tall, you want me to play basketball. Because you
girl.
didn't get that scholarship, you want me to get that scholarship. Because
Yeah,
I couldn't get married, you want me to get married. Like,
yeah,
this is not how life is supposed to be. This is
yeah.
called control, right? I also
Mhm.
have my own definition of
Right.
control, right?
Yeah. Hey, and before we switch into the carpool after this thought, before we switch, I
Oh
do
yeah,
want
we
you
got
to talk about magic words also before we move on.
okay. Uh, so my magic words derived from energy not matching the words. Something that is really easy that people can relate to is when you hear somebody say, "I'm good." Now,
Nah.
I'm sorry, I just brought up my pet peeve. I just come back, Tina. Just come back, come back. So, depending on how you say this, the energy does not match the word. I'm good. Okay, clearly you're not good, right?
Right.
Oh, girl, I am so good. Oh my God. That's Tina when she come back from vacation. Oh my God, yes, I am good, right? So the
Right.
emotion that goes with I'm good is gonna discern the energy that you're pushing towards people,
Right.
right? So one of the words that I had with that started this whole magic word thing was the word focus, right? Because people would tell me to focus and I would say I don't know what that means. So I did my step by step process that I used with rejection to figure that out.
Right.
Focus, when people were saying it, some of them was like, Jesus, the energy was like, just get over it, just move on, right?
Right.
Okay, but how do I move on? I don't know. Just move on. Let it
Right.
go. Focus on yourself. How do I focus on myself? You focus on yourself. Like, you're not helping me, right?
Yeah.
So I go through this step by step process. And so now the word focus means to me progressively moving forward. When you come to my magic words class, because see that I'm into helping you to get healing definitions. People get mad at me. They don't get mad anymore. I went through, you like you said, you go through cycles of
Yeah.
rejection. Tina, you can't just change the meaning of words. Yes, you can.
Right. Right.
Why you think you got Webster, you got Macmillan, you got Google, you got Bing? You can, what you mean? You can't. You
Yeah.
can look up rejection on Webster and it ain't gonna say exactly what Google say. Or
Right.
Macmillan, it ain't gonna say. So yeah, somebody out there said, that don't work for me. I'm gonna make another one. And that's what
Mhm.
I'm doing. Some people have asked me, can you make a dictionary? And I'm like, I may need to consider making it, right? But
Mhm.
you can create your own dictionary. You have to make sure that the energy you exude matches the word. So now that my new definition, focus means progressively moving forward, even if the person is using that energy, the example, I'm good, or I'm good, it don't matter what the energy is. When you say focus on yourself, even like, man, focus on yourself, or girl, you should focus on yourself. All I hear is Tina, progressively move forward with the things you want to do in your life. I
Yeah.
don't care if they meant it in a mean way or whatever way, because I have formalized that I am receiving a confirmation to move forward on what I want. That's the other
Mhm.
part of it, the other level. This is why my magic word helps people to transform and transition from having these experiences that are attached to words and phrases like focus on yourself, let it go. You have the ability and the power to change that. And so in my class, I give you the tools to do that. Carrie came to my class
I sure did, and I loved it. I was like, "Well, when is the next one?" I'm waiting because she has a
for
part two.
part two.
Yeah, because I'm
I
just a
know.
person who loves definitions. Like if you go
Yes.
back and watch like all my old Facebook lives, it's always popping up a definition. Always. So when you did that, I'm like, I wouldn't have the patience to sit still to do them all, but like to formulate my own. But this class provides a place for you to sit down and settle into not everything, but just what are you going through right now? What are some
Mhm.
words that are coming up for you for this thing right now? And look at those things. And what energy are you housing with those things? And it's a whole process. It's not, it just sounds like you're going to go in there and write, There's a process, there's a journey that she takes you through. And it is well worth the time because we all know the main investment is our time. When we sign up for these classes and we're expecting things, come with what you have and
Yep.
you will get exactly what you need. That's all you got to do is show up with what you have. There's no, requirement. You ain't got to pull nothing out your ass to try to figure nothing out. Ain't no quiz. Because if you can't pass, no one's going to pass because it's only about you. It's only about
Fact.
you. So
The
that
only
is
thing that's
amazing.
required is something to write with. Some
Mm,
people are tech people. You want to type, that's cool. All you need is something to write with. Be willing to receive information. Be interactive as much as possible because it's the only way. Any question that you ask or any statement that you make is going the energy is going to be different in every single group. So there is no pre-recorded message. It's always going to be me. So if the energy is different, you may come to one class and say, you know what, I think I'm gonna go to that class again. It's gonna be
right.
different because the energy is different. So yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm having a special on the class right now. I haven't figured out how to put it on my website, but if you put your info in there, I'll definitely get with
Well, get at me,
you.
sis.
And I do
I make
private
it help you
sessions if you get
troubleshoot.
people together.
Yeah, yeah, I sure will. And be like, we
Hmm.
had they used to do the Mary Kay parties. I want to have an energy party. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm
I'm
coming to the magic word class.
definitely down for that.
You hear me? So your website is bookwithtina.com. I put that. We're getting ready to do a few card pulls. We got about 10 minutes. So whoever we can
Okay.
get in that amount of time, but put in the comments a one, just drop a one if you want a card pull. But before we do that, tell them um on your website some of the services that you provide. And then we'll go into the card pull.
Okay. So I've narrowed it down. I've got rid of a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically it's three things. I offer my class, I do coaching, and I do intuitive reading sessions. So
Okay.
matter of fact, I think right now I'm having a special on intuitive reading. So if you go on the website, you can see I have a special going for that. And then I'm getting ready to put up there for my coaching services. So
Awesome. 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 So get at it. Bookwithtina.com. Bookwithtina.com. All right. So what deck you pulling from tonight?
okay, so I'm gonna pull from my Romance Angels deck. As you can see, it is very beat up. This I've had it since 2018. This is the book that taught me the most about love, and building relationships with family, friends, coworkers, and romantic mates. Okay, so I can use this book for anything. Now I have the cards here, but I can shuffle cards or I can use the book and do what's called bibliomancy, which is you just trust the process, right? You just trust the
Okay.
process of the book. So I'm gonna do a general read right now. I feel like if this one is one specific, it is I don't even know if they watching or they're gonna watch it later, but
Well,
this is
yeah.
for a black woman, her hair coming about right here. I don't know if this is a wig or her hair, but it looks like it's dark or black. She's got beautiful brown skin. This her message. Passion. So for passion, I feel like this is in reference to work. Okay. Now, I feel like you have lost the passion and creativity because you've allowed an outside influence to come into your space. And that outside influence, I feel like it is a man. I don't think this man has anything to do with your work. I think it has something to do with your personal life. I don't know if this is back and forth between friendship and booty call because I'm just gonna say it like it is. I don't know if he wants you to be a booty call or you want him to be a booty call or there's a friendship, but it's something. There's like an unrequited love, meaning one person is loving the other person more than another. It's something going on there. It's very confusing, but it's affecting your work, and by affecting your work, it's affecting your passion for loving what you do. So I'm gonna set that right there.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, we got like, let's see, I think 5 people want a carpool.
Okay,
We got time for
give me a
that?
name.
You know me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Let's
rolling.
go.
All right.
Let's go.
So the first one that I see is Tammy Morrison. So this one be for Tammy, and
Okay.
I'll leave the
Does
names
she
out.
have some, or like, do they have something specific, or am I
Do
just
you have
going with the
Tammy? Do you
flow?
have anything specific? And everybody else who put a one, if you have something specific or that you want to pull forth, you
If you
want
just going with the flow, just put flow,
to.
and I'll
Okay.
just do my thug thizzle. Yeah, if you put flow, I can.
All right. She said general. Tammy said general. So
Okay, so
Raymel,
I just go with the
Monique,
flow.
Tina, everybody else put general or specific. Or if you know something and you don't want to type it, hold it. Just make sure you know it. And then Angelique also.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, because you can ask the question in your head and it'll
Right.
flow. Okay. Now wait. So we doing one person at a time. You said
Yeah.
Tammy.
Tammy Morrison.
All right, Tammy. Good. Tammy, trust. Ooh. Okay, I love trust.
I'm gonna mute myself because I like to be commentating. So I'm gonna mute so y'all can hear y'all message.
You do what I do. I be hitting the mute button because okay. So before I may not even read this, but I may read it, but I'm just going to say this. If you have any issues with trusting other people, it's not the other people that you're not trusting, it's your ability to trust yourself to make the decision to bring those people into your space. Okay, I feel like that's all that need to be said. I'm gonna pull another card for you though, because that was
This is what she put. That's what I have been getting for the last few weeks. So confirmation indeed. She said, I get that. I get it. I get it.
woo.
Good stuff. All right.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Where's oh I don't have that one. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the remedy. Let's do the remedy from it. So from my Archangel Raphael deck, which my niece has that right now, but this is the card that's popping in my head. Massage, right? Massage. You need to get you a massage. Not just to massage your physical body, but you need to massage your mind and your spirit as well. Now, this is how you're gonna massage your mind, okay, and your spirit. Let's go. Don't mess it up, cause this say this could be the one.
Oh shoot.
I'm gonna let you use your discernment because I have two things coming in. I have one in the romantical area, but then I also have one in the work area. So I'm gonna let you use your discernment on how you want to do that. And I'm gonna pick one more for you because this story getting juicy. See, this is readings ain't nothing but a story. And then I start getting nosy. See, now I'm nosy. I'm gonna make this the last one though. I promise. I'm nosy. I'm not love
You
yourself
so
first. If you don't love
oh.
yourself first, do we need to go back to the trust card, ma'am? So when you are loving yourself first, it is trusting your ability to select the right people that are going to be in your life because they could be the one. Again, if it's for career, they could be the one to help you to advance in your career. But if it's romantical, they could be the one. But if you don't know how to trust, you're gonna bring insecurities in the negative sense of the word into your space. That's not who you are. That's not what you're about. You have to let those old experiences go. And if you don't know how to let go, I gotta let go step by step process. Just say, Tina, I need to learn how to let go when you book your session.
As you
All
go.
right,
Hey,
thank you,
hey,
Shirley.
I love it. I love it. All right, so let's see who next. I think the next person was because I accidentally clicked off of it.
Uh-oh.
Let me see who's here. Monique. Monique was next.
Monique, Monique,
Monique.
Monique,
Yeah.
Monique, Monique. I feel like Monique, like, hey,
Hey.
hey. Monique like to party. She like to jam. I feel the color indigo for
Jam.
her.
What
All
color?
about the crown. Indigo. All about that purple good energy, crown energy, but that indigo represents that third eye. Baby, you need to crack that sucker open. Let's get it going. What's up? Is your sinuses and stuff? Do you have allergies and stuff? Because if you do, that's your third eye. Your third eye is clogged up. So work on getting that third eye opened up. You can do a Reiki session. I don't know if you have a pendulum. If not, it's cool. Or use any crystals or anything. Um, you can use clear quartz or anything clear. If you have anything clear, if you have a ring with a diamond on it, you put that on there too. Anything clear is gonna help bust that open.
Mhm.
Sometimes your allergies come up not necessarily because you have allergies, because it's because you're allergic to the BS that's coming into your space. So again, it's time to let me let me pull a card because I I want to know this story. I'm
This
just do one.
this is what's cracking me up. She didn't even put the car yet.
Baby, I am the card. I am the card. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull
Oh
the card.
God.
I'm a
Oh, that is
I
so
only
good.
do, I should have did my disclaimer. I didn't even do my disclaimer. Look, y'all, if y'all don't start loving yourself first, baby, if you do not start,
Love yourself
look,
first.
you want to get rid of them allergies, you better love yourself. I'm gonna read this sentence. It says, "Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive." One of the
Oh,
best compliments I ever received when I was dating. Remember, I told you I went on them apps. I'm be like, homeboy, let me get close. Let me get close. One of the best
that
compliments
you
I
almost
ever
like Betty
got.
Davis.
One of the best compliments I ever got was I invited the dude over for a date. And I was like, I'm going to paint. I'm going to sip on this wine. I got my jazz playing. You can come on too. I got you a little thing set up. And he got there and was like, I don't want to paint. I was like, okay. And I continued to paint and do my thing. And he was just watching me. And he said, you know what? You know what makes me so happy? I said, what? He said, it makes me happy that you know how to make yourself happy. So it
Mm,
takes the pressure off of me
mm.
making you happy, and it makes me want to add to your happiness. Come here, girl. And he laid a nice juicy one on me, baby.
Now
So
that is
your
gold.
self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself and do those things for yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to focus on yourself, you should never feel lonely. It's okay to feel alone, but not lonely. I don't feel lonely. I'm alone, but I am not lonely. There's a difference. So make yourself happy by doing the things that you love. Like I love this right here. This right here,
Right?
I love this.
All
You
day.
see how I'm all up in y'all business? I love this. I get paid to do this too. I get paid to
Yes.
do what I love.
Yeah.
Come through.
Yeah.
Okay. Who
Come
else we
through.
got?
Come through. Okay. 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 So Raymel Bentley.
That's my book. Hey, boo. What are you? Your TikTok stop coming through my thing. I like. I like his TikToks when he be dancing, especially with the three people. I love it. Okay, here we
She
go.
gave a real hug. I loved it. Oh my God,
I
that was
love
amazing.
it.
Okay, okay. All right,
That's my
so
boo.
he
Okay,
put
let's see.
general also. Everybody put
This
general.
could be the one. Okay, this
Okay.
is October Love Month.
Oh,
Like
did you see your card right now? Tell them again.
this could be the one. I'm
Mm-hmm.
nosy. I want to see what else is going on. Let's see.
Let's see what else is going
I
on.
feel like okay, so the other card that's coming to me from this deck, if you feel uncertain, have a heart-to-heart conversation. This could be the one. Any red flags that you feel like are there, let's just get that out the way right now. I feel like October 15th is a prevalent day. Don't know what's going on.
Mm.
But October the 16th, everything will be revealed, and October 31st is gonna be fun, fun, fun. Um, it's okay to keep passion, but I feel a little bit of resentment and anger in passion from past relationship about 3, 4 years ago. Something happened 3, 4 years ago. Work on healing that, and your passion will come back towards the romantical situation.
Romantical.
That's what I got.
All right. Yes. October is love
Okay.
month.
I
I
want to
love it.
be nosy. Okay.
I
Who else we
love it.
got?
All right. Yeah. Hey, I don't think he mind. He's like, keep on pulling, sis. Come through.
Book your session. I got you. And don't ask me what I said. Let me tell. Oh, let me put the disclaimer out there.
Okay.
Once I do a reading on y'all for the next 2, 3 days, you're gonna have more revelations that come to you. So make sure you notice that some of it is gonna make y'all sleep harder. If you are sleeping harder, that means you're holding on to old stuff that I told you need to let go of. And the only way you're going to stop being restless, because now you're awakened and you're aware, you know what to do it. You're making a choice not to do it. You are refusing it. You are rejecting it. So if you feel better and lighter, that means you've already released. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
I love
Go ahead.
it. All right. He said he knew it. He know exactly who you talking about, sis. He said he already know. Yes. We
Boo, I love you. You can
expanded
do
here
it.
tonight. We are expanded. All right.
You
Tina,
can
you
do
still
it.
in here. I hope you're still in here. So Tina is next. Yeah, Tina's next.
Oh, Tina, another
Yeah.
Tina? Okay.
Yeah, Tina
Okay.
Payne. Yeah, Tina Payne. Yeah, she in the room.
I
And it
feel
was
like she
general
kind of
also.
okay.
If you want to read it and put a one in the comments. I think Tina was the last one. If there was anyone else who wanted
Okay.
to read it, put a one in the comments now before we slide out of here. If we don't have it in there by the time she gets done with Tina, we're gonna go ahead and give y'all the rest of y'all night back, or else we might be here all night because I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, first of all, I just want to say the first thing that I noticed about I don't good thing ain't nobody here because I done sweated through my it's the back of my dress is just sweaty, so I'll be changing when I
What's the other one? It's because she's
okay.
on YouTube and I was looking on Facebook. Let me write it down so I don't forget. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
Tina
And
Payne.
you good. Okay, so Tina, the first thing I see is it's like she's sitting up and she's very reserved. She has on glasses. To me, glasses don't mean that you wear glasses. You can. But glasses to me mean for her that she's very conservative or trying to be conservative, but got this buck booty wild side.
I can totally see it. I can
But it's
see
like
it.
you trying to put on, and that's like not who you are. And I understand that you don't want people to be all up and through your business, and that's okay. But ooh, how can you want to meet genuine people when you're not being genuine yourself?
I should.
You gotta find a balance, boo boo. The card says let go of control issues. So earlier when I talked about the word control.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna give you, and hopefully, Tina, this will help you. And I do see like a yellow, I don't want to say aura, but I do see a yellow color like behind you, which means there's joy behind you. Um, but again, you're reserving it. I don't know why you would want people to like see you happy. Um, but control is the power to influence a person or situation. So I'm gonna say it for the people in the black again.
Mm-hmm.
Control is the power to influence a person or situation. Tina, how do I control someone? Because you're telling me to let go of control issues. This is how you do it. Don't know if you ever seen this is the example I give, and this is the rest of y'all can listen. But Tina, I'm gonna get up close. Don't know if you've ever seen this movie, it's an old school movie called Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Gump, I call it the Forrest Gump effect. One day he just starts running. And while he running, everybody making fun of he running.
You run.
He running. He run blocks. He run miles. He running state. People, can I
I
run
was
with you?
running.
Can I run with you? Yeah. They running. Other people running. They meeting their wives and making business deals and families, getting kids, and every kind. And then one day he just stopped. I want to go home. And he turns around and he goes home. The power to influence a person and a situation is by being yourself, by being who you are. The right people will follow you. Those naysayers and people making fun of him, right? It's probably the same people when he came back was like, wow, you was on TV, you was video, everybody. Like now you want to rub shoulders. And
Mm-hmm.
see, that's what's happened in the past to you, my love. You've been who you were, right? You had control over those people. And once you got to a certain status, you had that, she ain't gonna, but then you had those that said, oh, I like this beacon of light. I'm going to follow, right? But you were worried about those people that was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And so you like, maybe I do need to be reserved. Maybe I do need to be that. When I first started doing this, the thing that my mother feared for me the most is that you're going to tell people that you can see things that aren't there. It's called clairvoyance, mom. You're going to tell people that you can hear things that aren't there. That's clairaudience. They're going to think you're a witch. Okay.
Right.
And I went through all of that because, as the saying goes, God knows my heart,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He blessed me with this. He
Right.
architecturally designed me to do this. This is my purpose, right? My purpose. How did I say it? It was introduced to me last year. My purpose is to help people. Not helping people is my purpose. As you see, I'm still 75 there, 25 working. So I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back because this applies to all of us that
Yep.
thinks that living in your purpose is doing for others and you're suffering your own fate. Because guess what? Whether people are there or not, you are
Yes.
in your purpose. That's
Yes.
why I say
Yes. Yes.
my purpose is to help people. Not helping people is my purpose. It's a difference because if you're using helping people is my purpose, what do you do when they're gone? You start living in it. And guess what's going to happen? People are going to cycle out. Some of the people that was with me way back then, they not with me now. You know why? Because I've grown, right? You're going to grow. I don't care if it's nobody here. I'm still going to read.
Yep.
It don't matter. I'm y'all see me read with the book, without the book, whatever. I am. I am the intuitive. That's it. So when I go out in this street and people like, oh, you that psychic? Can you do a reading real quick? Show okay, $50. What's up? I
You
don't need
better
no
say it.
cars.
You better say
I
it.
don't need no book. These are I love them. These are tools. Just like when you go to college, you get tools. These are tools. All of this, these are all tools. Tools. The greatest tool you ever gonna have, Tina. Got me talking to myself, attacking myself right now, Tina. Uh, right here. This is the greatest tool you ever gonna have. Your
Mm-hmm.
intellectual property is untouchable, right?
Yes,
I
it
mean, I'm
is.
talking to you, Tina, but I'm talking to me, Tina, too. So thank you for coming on and helping me to attack myself, Tina. All right, I got you guys. So that's all I got. That's all I got. But if you guys want to
We spinning
look,
around for.
um,
Why we spinning like that? What's going on with the
oh
spin?
no.
There we go. We back in the
Okay.
building. So this is
Okay.
the last one. Was Angelique. Angelique the
Oh, we got
artist.
one more. Oh, okay.
Yep, this is
Okay.
the last one. Angelique the artist. Yeah, no one
And
else put into it.
okay, Angelique, which really means angelic. You have a hard time living up to that persona. Again, I'm gonna tell you what I told Tina. Be yourself. Let's see what else we got for you. Ooh, I'm gonna read this one because I'm nosy. Romantic feelings.
Okay.
Your feelings are real and worth exploring. First, I want you to work on that word worth. Okay. Sometimes we say, I know what worth mean, and I trust me when I say this. And if you need my magic words class, it's cool. You need to change and shift your definition of worth because you're about to draw on an experience that you don't want. It's going to be a very challenging experience. But if you shift and change the definition of the word worth and how you receive it, it's going to be apples, it's going to be bananas. Um, the the stirrings, I was fixing to say the strings. So when that happens, I'm just going to go with it. The strings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. That's why I see you got to fix that word worth. Perhaps you've met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or her. Make sure you have your standards in order. Um, well, this card says that the answer is yes. So I'm going to stop that right there. I'm going to go to another one because I feel like there's a little bit of confusion, like, huh? But I'm going to just answer ain't gonna change. Give your relationship a chance. Okay, I tried to trick the system. It just you cannot trick the system.
Yep.
So if that is what you really want and what you really desire, you need to work on that word worth. I feel value. I feel like you got down pat. And the way you got value down pat, you need to get worth down pat. There just needs to be like a little tweaking because it's something that's causing it to to be off. And what can potentially happen is you get in this whatever this is, and then they start seeing like, wait a minute, is this a deception? Is there a mask? Is this so you say you know your worth, but I'm not really seeing it. So you don't want to get in that because I feel like I'm just gonna say I feel like you need to shift that word, and it's all gravy, baby. That's what I got.
Ashe. Ashe. That was so good. That's so good. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your words,
Heart
for
emoji.
your for creating the space for people to come, to share, to expand, to be comfortable, to feel safe. You know, not just on my platform, but your platform, your website, your readings. And that's one thing I always love about your readings is that you're so upfront to start with about the presence of what's about to happen. Like, hey, it may not make sense now, or it may not make sense ever, but something will click. You know, we don't always have to know the goings ons of the world for it to benefit us, to just be more expansive, to just information and download. So one more time, just tell them, what anything you got coming up. Again, her Cash App is $Book with Tina. The website is bookwithtina.com. She has a Magic Words class. She does offer a lot of services, but I'll let her tell any other way to get in contact with her, and then whatever your final words are.
Okay. My website's gonna be the best way to get in touch with me. Bookwithtina.com. Everything is Book with Tina on TikTok, TikTacky, um, YouTube, all of those. On Facebook, I am under Tina Wolfe. I have two pages going. One of them I'm more active on. Um, but the best way if you want to book a session or have a consult is go to my website, bookwithtina.com. Is going to be the best way. And I know it's kind of after the fact, but I want to go ahead and do this disclaimer because the people, again, if you did get a reading from me, like I said, for the next 2-3 days, you're going to have things that are going to come up and in regards to the reading. So pay attention to your dreams. If you're normally not a dreamer, then you're going to daydream, right? Eyes wide open, you're gonna daydream. Either way it is, if it's not in your sleep, you're gonna dream. So just you got some choices to make. My disclaimer that I normally give, like Carrie was talking about, is this for entertainment purposes only. During the reading, I may understand, you may not. You may understand, I may not. We both may understand during the reading, or we both may not understand. Neither one of us is gonna understand during the reading. But I ask that you respect my perspective, and I will also respect your perspective as well. If the information I'm giving you, right, is different, it's okay. Provide me with the information because it may be for me or someone else. Please do not use these readings as a form of therapy or advice. You've been blessed with the gift of discernment. So take the information you need and throw the rest away. And I say those things because it's very important, because sometimes I say things, I don't know why the heck I'm saying them. You don't know why the heck I'm saying them. But one thing I know for a fact is that it always happens. And if you don't believe me, go check out my reviews on my website and it will show you. And a lady just told me the other day, she said, 2 years ago, you gave me a reading and told me I was going to meet a man that was Italian. His heritage was not, uh-oh, phone ringing. Go away. There we go. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. 2 years ago, she said, you told me I was going to meet an Italian man. And I didn't know who the heck you was talking about. And so now she's with her boyfriend. So she thought she'd let me know. So neither one of
Nice.
us understood it 2 years ago, but here we are.
Yeah, see, that's what it's all about. I love that so much. So yeah, bookwithtina.com. Her Cash App is right there. Bless her as she has blessed us today. And look for everything coming up on her website with the classes and part 2 to Magic Words coming, because I'm going to be there. And we're going to have a Magic Words party. So if anyone else is interested in that Magic Words party, let me know, because y'all got to start with part 1. So we're going to have a party and an after party. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna make a weekend out of it. So if y'all interested in that, let me know, and I will get that together and get that information to you as it comes from her. So thank you so much, Tina. I really appreciate your time here tonight.
Thank you for having me. I love it. As always, the conversations are great. Thank you.
You're welcome. So guys, thank you so much again. I'm so glad to be back on Sundays. Please join me again next Sunday, same time, 6 p.m. Central. That's 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern, for Creative Community Conversations. Because our mission at ATBA is always to plant positive seeds of change on a consistent basis. And I want to do that with you. And that starts one conversation at a time. So come and see us. If you want to be on the show, let me know, inbox me, and just know I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. We're going to see y'all later.